It's been 2 or 3 years since I posted the last video on this channel, and most of the time I post videos when I have some new equipment or equipment that I want to test or try or show some features. So this time I have this antenna. It's JNC Radio MC-750. I think you can buy it from most ham radio shops. And it's a vertical. I think it's going to work quite nice. I bought it 2 or 3 years ago in the hopes that I would get my ass out of the chair in the shack and into the bush and operate some POTA with it. But it hasn't happened until now. I'm not going to work POTA today because I'm not quite in the POTA park. But I'll hook it up and you will see what it looks like and how it works. I can hook it up to Elecraft KX2 running on battery this time, so I have about 10 watts, and we'll see if I can get a couple of contacts, maybe CW or on SSB. So let's get this set up. Let's have a look inside and see what's here. I have to admit that this is a little too heavy. If I was to go up on a SOTA summit, I wouldn't bring this antenna. Then I would bring the Elecraft AX1 or simply just a wire if there are any trees on the summit. So the reason this is very heavy is because it has this tripod, and most of the time I don't think you need to bring this tripod, but this is a foot for the antenna, and this is solid metal, and it is quite heavy. So if you know where you're going, and if you know that you're able to use this you just stick into the earth or into the snow, and this is the foot. This does not weigh nearly as much as that tripod. Then the bag is not too bad. It's not too heavy. I have this coax. This coax, I could have made it myself really, but I bought it from SOTA beams while I was ordering some other stuff anyways. And then I have a coax for it. This is, as I mentioned, this you stick into the ground. Coax connects here. If you use it on the tripod, then you disconnect this foot right here, and then you put on an adapter that goes right into the tripod. But today I'm gonna go for putting this in the snow. Also, it has this element which has to go on the bottom of the antenna. It says MC-750 on it, and this just screws into here. All right, that's done. And then it's the these are radials. I'm not sure how long they are. I think they are about 9 feet long or 10 feet long. I think that's about it. And there are 4 of them. And I like to use all 4. So before I do that, let's go through the rest of the bag. What's in here is a telescope whip. What I really like about this is that when you put this up, you adjust it for the band you're going to operate. Let me see, I locked the focus, I guess, on the bag, so if you can see this, I have to hold it down here. And if you can see this, as I pull it out, here it says, let me see, turn it around the other way. Here it says 28 megahertz. I'm going to turn off the focus lock. Okay. Here it says 28 megahertz. So that means that if you're going to run 10 meters, then you set this just like that. And you can feel this little notch there as well. So it's very easy. It kind of clicks in, a little tactical feel to it. but we're not going to do 10 meters today. I was thinking we're going to do 20 meters. So as I pull this out, here's one for 12 meters that you can set up if you want, and the next one is for 15 right there, and then for 17, and for 40 meters. I'm just going to pull this all the way out, and here's for 20 meter. The reason 40 meters is a little shorter is because it uses a trap, or not a trap, but a coil. So here's for 20 meters. That means I have to push this in. Feel it clicks in right there. 20. And this is then a full quarter wavelength, just like a full size ground plane antenna. And I'll attach that to this, to the bottom element. All right, that's done. So what else is in the bag? There's one more thing, and that's the 40 meter coil. So you just insert that in the bottom, and then you can use it on 40 meters. I did not bring an antenna analyzer to adjust the antenna, so I'm just going to go with the preset notch. And on the KX2, there is a built-in SWR meter, so we'll just check the SWR and see or where it dips, if it's good for a single sideband or CW. This is the first time I'm trying this antenna, if I didn't mention that. So let's see if we can get this, put this into the ground. I do like that it comes with these places here for the banana plugs, so it's very easy. And it didn't take me more than 2 minutes to uncoil the ground wires. Luckily, it comes on a nice holder like this, so it's very easy to keep them tidy. And then it's just a coax, and then we're up and running. It doesn't take more than maybe tops 10 minutes to set this up. So it's very nice and fast. Of course you have to make a change on the antenna itself when you switch bands, but that's really no problem if you're running POTA or even SOTA. Okay, coax is attached. It's just sitting in the snow, and there aren't more than maybe 4 inches of snow, so hopefully it's not going to tilt over. And there's no earth here really in the ground. It's all bedrock. It's like flat rock, which is very common this place in Norway, along the water or on the coastline. Okay. So then we have the coax. I'm excited to turn it on and check the SWR. Of course, I may have to make adjustments on it, but I think I pulled all of the elements out. Now I'm just hoping it's going to stand there, but I have assessed it, and I think if it falls over, I don't think there's going to be a big damage. It's not going to hit anything. Okay, so I'm back at the table. This is where I got the radio. This bag from Donkey. This is it's an old camera bag. I actually bought this brand new recently, but this is a copy of a bag that the reporters used in the 70s for camera gear. I also use it for my camera. But inside here, side pocket. I have battery. I don't bring that for if I'm going to go do SOTA, because then I just go with the 5 watts in the KX2, which is enough. But in this kind of operation where you can drive almost all the way, then you might as well go with more power, 10 watts. Inside here, this little thing is actually for watches. It came from Redwood Watches in Canada. I ordered a watch from there once for my wife, and then I saw they had these bags for watches. So this is actually quite handy for antenna, and let me see if I can get this in focus. For the AX1 antenna, the ground wire, and then the foot, and here's my pencil for log, and here's the radio in the bag. So I'll set that there. Key is installed, and let's get the coax on the radio, turn it on. All right. I did have. Okay, that's there. I see. Okay. Okay, go to 20 meters. Well, certainly can hear a lot. Let me turn the tuner off. So we try without the tuner, just to see the SWR. Put on bypass. Find the frequency, 14022, and let's just try to see. Well, it's not bad. 1.7 to 1. Just from the first time I'm setting this up. And let's go up to the little higher, 1.6 to 1. And let's go up to the single sideband band. Hang on, I can do this in an easier, quicker way. I used VFO A and VFO B between SSB and CW. So let's try here. 1.5 to 1. You know what? I'm happy with that. And then I'm just going to turn the tuner on anyways. We could try single sideband, but I didn't bring a microphone. But this radio has a built-in microphone, but then I kind of need to lean over, which I get in the way of the camera. So let's try just CW call. He's fast, that guy. Inside this bag too, I also have a room for my logbook. Fits perfectly. I love that bag. I love bags generally. See who this guy is, see if you can respond to him. I can put my microphone down by the radio so you can hear the radio better. Okay, it's a Russian UA1 Foxtrot. Let's try. Check the power. Of course, I need to hook up the battery if we're going to 10 watts here. So I'm using this Anderson pole connectors. I find those handy. All right, power is on. So let's see if he will respond to us. Okay, that was easy. First try. So then you got to see the antenna in action, and hopefully my recordings are going to be okay. And hopefully you could hear the CW. But let's just look at the band to see how signals are. Let's go to single side band. Yeah, looks like a lot of good strong signals. You know, one of the reasons I like to operate CW a lot is because I think it's so noisy on the single side band or part of the band, and it's just me. So I'm very happy. When I got my license in Norway, I was not old enough to get a license to speak. I can only use CW, so I'm very happy I got that opportunity to, the forced opportunity to learn how fun it is with CW. Let's see here. I don't like how I see some moisture coming in on the side here, so you know what, I'm going to cut this short. I'm going to get back into the cottage and take the display off and just dry right there. There must have been like a snowflake or something coming down on the side. So I will do that. I don't like that. I think it's okay right now where it is, but I better look after it. So I hope this was an okay test. And it's not going to take me more than 5 minutes to take the antenna down either. So it's all working quite well. I'm very, very happy about it. So that's it. I'll post another video again soon, I think. I do have the KX1 antenna, and I would like to bring that on a SOTA summit, and then I will do a recording from a SOTA activation with the AX1. I just have to exercise a little more. I discovered from even walking to the parks that I'm just totally out of breath a lot of times, and I have to kick my wife out of the trim room where she is now drying her clothes on my rowing machine and bike and the weights. So so I know that she would just be happy to see me starting to use them, but I just need to get in better shape for the spring so I can do some SOTA summits. Thanks for watching and listening. Bye bye.